Aloha Libra, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your December tarot scope. So your reading for December 2022. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I'm just lighting a little Palo Santo here to clear our space and energy, to clear the cards. And it smells so good. Okay. All right. Beauty mess. Okay. So Libra, thank you so much for joining. We're going to use the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians cards. We're going to use Star Codes Astro Oracle and the Light Seers Tarot. Many of you have asked what the different decks are that I use on my channel. So what I've done is in the description box below, I have listed my decks as well as the Amazon link to purchase them. So thank you so much. If you use that link, I get a little commission as well. So win-win, right? So beautiful. All right. So Libra, before I get started, I have a few announcements. I first off want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. Thank you for those of you who have donated, tipped, sent me snail mail, and commented. We are building this beautiful community together. I'm loving it because remember, where two or more are gathered, there the source energy is with us. Okay, so loving that. I'm loving reading for you guys, as well as many of you have asked me privately, how did I open up my intuition or intuitive gifts? And if you've read my blog on my website, in 2002, I had a wake-up experience, but I didn't know what happened to me until 2012. Okay, so I started these classes for neuro-linguistics programming. And one of the classes they offered is called Diamonds in Your Mind. It's a meditative right brain training course. And I took that course several different times. And you learn to meditate in a very specific way. It trains your right brain. I also learned how to regulate my health and well-being to perfect health from the inside out. I learned how to control my body temperature. I learned how to problem solve, how to do everything inside. And that opened up my intuitive gifts, to which now I use that as my main work nowadays. So you don't have to use your intuition as your job, but we use our intuitive mind is the master, and the ego mind is the servant. Okay, it's been backwards in our society for some time, but I digress. So it used to be you had to go in person for these classes. My mentor is now offering these courses online. I'm so stoked about this. So you guys are more than welcome to sign up now for those classes. Okay, you make one investment and then you have it for the rest of your life, and the more you watch the video, the more your intuition expands. Okay, so in the description box below is the way to sign up for that course, and that's that. And then I also do a drawing every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here just for the messages. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's this one. Ooh, okay. We have Isis. Sagittarius got this card as well, so if you have Sagittarius placements, I highly recommend watching that video. So Sacred Contracts, Libra. So Isis, let me read her message to you. Okay, Isis says, rise into your power and purpose, heal the mother wound. Isis was worshipped in ancient Egypt for over 7,000 years. Her devotees were prevalent throughout both the Greek and Roman occupations of Egypt and spread into the wider Mediterranean. She encompassed the magic power of all other deities and therefore was known as the Lady of 10,000 Names. Isis played a central role as spiritual teacher and mother to the great leaders of ancient Egyptian civilizations. Within goddess spirituality, she's known to hold unique keys to sacred feminine power. Mary Magdalene was initiated in priestess magic under her tutelage. Queen Isis guards our sacred contracts to the great goddess. She helps us rise above past limitations to fulfill our soul's deepest role on earth. Okay, so really beautiful Libra. You're moving into, male or female, gender matters not, in the month of December. You're going to be in your sacred feminine power. There are sacred contracts that are available. You may be, this is tapping into the Akashic records, the sacred contracts and the vows that you have had with others, but also renegotiating some things. How I'm seeing this, Libra, is renegotiating some of your Akashic record contracts, your sacred contracts. If you've made vows in the past with someone, say you were married, or you've made vows to be with someone forever, or to do a certain thing in a certain way, and it's no longer serving you, just like any other contract in the world, the Akashic records, you can always negotiate and choose a different expansion. Remember, we are here to expand the energy body, so we can always choose a different expansion. Okay, with this, I do feel like also that some of you may be entering into some sacred contracts as well, and will be healing the mother wound. So there may be some things. Chiron is still in retrograde in December. I think that ends somewhere around Christmas time, so I think it's either the 21st or the 24th of December. Chiron goes direct. Chiron is the wounded healer. So Chiron, this asteroid, has our childhood wounds that we're born with. We're asked to heal those, and they become our superpowers of how we help others, how we build our business, how we build our self-confidence, how we become a superpower. So it is the wound that is healed. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, and let's see what areas that you are entering into these contracts. Whoa, Libra. We have Pluto rebirth, and as we watch this, Pluto just went direct in November. Okay, so we've gone through a rebirth. So this rebirth that you've just gone through, and then we have 7th house of relationship, which is your house, and then we have progression's journey. This is dual fold. I feel like for you, Libra, you're coming, you're rebirthing yourself. So this is coming, these sacred contracts and this sacred feminine energy that you are is essentially coming into a space of identity shift. Okay, you're rebirthing yourself. So you're going to be showing up in the world in a completely different way. This feels like in an elevated form. It feels like that your sacred feminine, Goddess Isis, is going to be working with you to really move into that sacred feminine energy. This is the receiver energy. You're going to be quite magnetic. And then the second thing that I'm getting is that there's a rebirth of a relationship, okay, that's progressing, that is supposed to be part of your journey, that is supposed to be part of your life path. So this could be a love relationship, this could be a family member coming back, this could be a reunion of multiple different ways, a friendship coming back. But Libra, there's a rebirth that is happening for you, okay? And it's really beautiful. I feel like that there's multiple different types of relationships that are going to be rebirthing for you. I also feel like your relationship with your business is going to be rebirthing. And so that's a beautiful energy as well. All right, let's go a little deeper and look into the tarot. All right, for Libra, sun, moon, and rising signs. I don't know if I said this earlier, but do watch your moon and rising signs. It does give you a clearer picture of the energies of December for you. If you can't watch all 3 of them, watch your rising sign, because that's what you're most likely to experience in the 3D matrix. Okay. Wow, Libra, you are going through some changes. I am changing. I'm doing everything I can. I am changing. Gorgeous. Holy moly. Okay. All right. So you heard me shuffle in there, right? And So bottom of the deck is Four of Pentacles. This is overall energy. I have one more reading to do. The Four of Pentacles has showed up in every single reading. So this is a collective energy that's going on. And the message that I'm getting from Spirit is to avoid overspending this particular month of December. There is a lot of financial changes that are happening worldwide, and there can be a tendency, at least in the US, to overspend this month because we have holidays and things coming up, and we're kind of asked, it's suggested, not so subtly, to spend your money on things or items. This is saying to separate from that particular culture for this month. Do still be generous, but you may do it in a different way. Okay, so save money back for yourself. Be careful with your spending. Make wise investment choices at this time. Okay, that's been a generalized message. I mean, it's come up on the bottom of the deck the last, I think, 3 readings, and in various positions in other readings. Okay, so we listen when Spirit gives a collective message. Okay, so but for you, Libra, in particular, we've got Strength, Death and Rebirth, and the Emperor. Okay, so Strength is the card of Leo, Death and Rebirth is the card of Scorpio, and then the Emperor's card of Aries. All right, big energies here. All right, so we have Death, the card of Scorpio, is ruled by Pluto. So these are same. Okay, but this is saying we're on the rebirth side of this. You've already gone through the death process. Now we're on the rebirth. We have Strength here, and the Emperor. Emperor can suggest that your business is going through a rebirth. This is one way to look at that. Okay, so in business, if you're making changes, you do have the strength to come through that. It is a positive situation. In business, you may also take some courses in the month of December, continued education, or some sort of other ways of getting more information to progress your business and to go through that rebirth. Okay. Next up, we have Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Swords, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, you're coming through as Queen of Wands, actually. Male or female matters not. You're in by end of December, you're back in your power. You've rebirthed into being quite magnetic. You've rebirthed into being seen, having the fiery side of yourself show up, the magnetic side of yourself show up after a time that you may have been going through the death process. Okay, some of you may have been going through physical deaths. This feels more like ego death or the metaphysical side of things, but I'm sure there's a few Libras out there who have experienced physical death in the last few months of a loved one, and my heart goes out to you. But they are just in the next room, right? So it feels like with this, there's a rebirth of a relationship, though. So for those of you that have been single or separated from someone that you really loved in the past, this with the sacred contracts, it feels like this is destined. So if you are separated from someone, then it's someone that you knew you were going to come back together with. This would not be someone that was toxic or, caused a lot of issues in your life. Like, this is someone who, you guys separated because you needed to grow. For my singles out there, it does look like there's love coming on in. We have Knight of Cups and Ace of Cups, so there's a new love offer from someone. We do have the Page of Swords. I love the Page of Swords. This is clarity, epiphany, walking between the worlds, and it's the student. Okay, the Page of Swords is you may meet this person in a class that you take. Regardless of your age, you might try something new because you're rebirthing, but they're going to find you extremely magnetic. Okay, You are changing at a core level, all right? And this is a sacred contract. This is someone that you were meant to meet or meant to be with. We all have free will choices, so, you know, yes, I feel like we're fated to meet people, but we get to have our choice on whether or not we're with them or not. Okay, so you're always that choice. But it does look like there is energy here for many of you, someone from the past that you loved and cared about deeply. There is energy here for a rebirth of the relationship. Okay, for them coming back on in. Well, thank you, Pim Pim. My dog just licked my my left leg. Okay, which is really sweet. So, you know, grounding in and receiving love. Okay, and you're going to do it differently. You're going to be in your feminine power. I will say there is a little undercurrent of energy that feels a little bit, how can I describe this energy? Like I almost wanted to cry when she licked my leg. Like I needed that compassion. And I feel like, Libra, you've been going through a lot. And there's been a lot expected of you during this death process. And you're moving into... because it really hurts. I feel like in a lot of ways, like whoever this was that left you, like that hurt your heart. For those of you that it's not a person, just these changes that you're making, it's at an identity level. So you've been actually going through a death process of the old in you. And we go through many deaths in our lifetime. It's like when our physical bio avatar is ready to be complete with a certain character we're playing, we go through a death process, and you've been through that. But now it's the rebirth, and by the end of the month, it's like, that's why it's showing right at the beginning, you do have the strength. You have tamed the beast inside, Libra. You have gone through the death process. Now we go to the rebirth process. Okay? You're going to come out in a really passionate pairing. Okay? You're as an identity level, your masculine and feminine energies are balancing. Okay, your masculine is still a little stronger, Libra, but your feminine energy is coming up. You're already up to Queen. The next step from this Queen of Wands is the Empress. It's pre-Empress energy. Okay, they are. Spirit is asking you to like remove some of the masks that you wear. Queen of Wands can mask at times, but it feels like you are coming into balance within yourself, and this relationship that is coming in for you in December is going to be passionate, and it's going to be balanced. So if it's love relationship, there's a lot of passion between you, and it's not this is avoid going too far too fast. This is the beginning of love. This is the offer. This isn't moving on in and like, you know, whatever. If it's a love relationship, if you're single, it's the beginning. It's the rebirth. Okay, so take it one step at a time. Learn each other. For those of you that it's love. If it's business and you take on a business partner, learn each other. It's a little bit at a time. Do what you love. Do what is bringing you a lot of joy. Okay? These are sacred contracts. So do call upon Goddess Isis in your meditations, and she will help to teach you how to go through this rebirth. And she will help to teach you how to do the energies and enter into the healing process that brings you great love and great joy. Okay? So this is a beautiful month for you. I feel for you because I feel like you have been going through a lot of transition, Libra, so my heart is with you. But do know there will be relief and love in multiple arenas of your life and your relationships here by the end of December. So lots of beautiful release that's happening, and lots of incoming love and learning, okay, and rebirthing. All right, so that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, remember it's free to enter, free to win. So how you do that, you be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe and hit that bell button. Like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am rebirthing into love. I am rebirthing into love. That lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on the 1st of the month and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.